What's up? It is Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Jasmine Brand.
I'm Mora.
And I'm Kiana Ledé.
Kiana Ledé. I like your eyebrows.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I take pride in my eyebrows.
They look really good.
Thank you.
That's the look now, too. Because I feel like it's a...
I did mine's fluffy today, too, right?
Stephanie's are a little, but not all the way. Hers are a little up and then...
Yeah.
Eyebrows have gone through a lot of phases. Remember when really thin, narrow, skinny eyebrows were in?
That was not my era, for sure. That wasn't for me.
People would
This is
shave
my
it
time.
and then draw their eyebrows on. I'm like, what was going on?
My mom had really thin eyebrows. Now they're filling a little bit, but her eyebrows are thin.
In Miami, they used to call it a chonga eyebrows.
A chonga? What does chonga mean?
It's like a little...
Something offensive?
A bit offensive, yeah.
Dope. Sorry, I said it then.
Dope.
Well, Kiana Ledé, this is your first time up here, so toast to you.
Cheers.
I don't drink, so I'm doing water.
Okay.
Cheers.
You've never drank?
Never in my life.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Man.
Okay.
My parents gave me one sip of non-alcoholic beer and non-alcoholic wine when I was like 12.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this shit is disgusting. Never tasting it again.
Oh, and you meant it.
I really meant it. Also just like trauma when it comes to like alcoholism and shit. You know? I was just like, I seen what all the shit does.
Right.
I'm good.
Understandable. Mm-hmm. What about smoking or anything?
Nothing. Just mushrooms.
Okay.
That's enough.
You just microdosed for the first time, Jasmine.
For the second
Oh,
time.
second time.
Yeah.
Both times were with me.
I didn't feel anything.
Do you smoke weed?
Occasionally.
Okay, so not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot.
Okay.
Not a lot.
I feel like Christine, she smokes a lot of weed.
Uh-huh.
And I always call her out in my interviews. It's so funny. No one even knows she's there.
Like,
and
I'm high right now.
I'm like, Christine.
She smokes a lot?
Yeah, she smokes a lot, so she never feels it.
Is that? Oh, okay. So that's the thing. Because I don't really smoke, and I did it too. And I mean, I've done shrooms plenty of times.
The thing is, I think for me, if I would have, we did like half of a, like kind of like a gummy, and then we did other half. I think if I did it together, like then I probably would have felt it.
Right. We're being cautious. It was a microdose of a microdose.
Okay, yeah. I think you could. Also, I feel like the sugar might like
cancel it out because it was a gummy.
Yeah, because when I went
she
to
felt
Amsterdam,
it,
they
though.
were saying like, as soon as you eat something sugary, like if you're having a bad trip, drink juice because as soon as you have something sugary, it starts bringing your come up down.
Okay.
So what do you think is the best form of mushrooms? Like the chocolate or just a regular straight from the plant? Like
The first time I did it, it was tea, which I really loved because it hits you like kind of slow. And then you can just drink more throughout the process if you feel like you can handle it. I loved that. I feel like also my body was really sensitive to it because I had never done nothing. But then I like just eating it too.
I like eating it.
They taste a little funky.
Do they?
Do you like mushrooms?
I do. I've been doing them
And I
since
like the
before
chocolate.
when people acted like there was something wrong.
Before it
with
was cool.
Yeah.
She was doing it before it was cool.
Yeah, when people were acting like, oh my God, this is so bad. And then now everyone's doing
Here we
it.
are.
Yeah, here we are now.
I'm ready to try it. I tried it with Gigi in Miami. It was I was nervous. I think she gave me a microdose of a microdose.
And I think anything you try a little bit to see
Yeah.
how it affects you because you don't want to overdo it. You rather add on than have to be like, I'm never doing this again. Dear God, please let this end.
And that's that's my biggest fear. I'm
Me
like,
too.
what if I start crying a
Yeah.
lot?
But I
then
don't feel like mushrooms does that.
it heightens
It did
whatever
make
you're going
me
through,
cry.
right?
It made me cry once.
See?
One time.
Was it therapeutic or was it like you were scared?
No,
or
I
sad?
was laughing so hard I was crying.
Okay, that's
that's good. That's
not a
good.
real
I'm
cry.
scared because they say you
was
whatever
like
emotions you feeling at that moment or however, that's why you have to be in the right environment with the right people.
I feel like that's like LSD, but like mushrooms just makes you see like purple lights and stuff.
Do you ever
Nice.
write or
And
perform or record while you're
Oh my God. I actually have the best story for that. So there's a song at the very end of my album called Magic. Perfect. Magic Mushrooms. It's called Magic. And it's very like mystical and like hopeful. And it was so great because that day I had taken a fuck ton of mushrooms. And I went with my girls to Manhattan Beach and we went and
I like Manhattan Beach.
it's cute, yeah. And we got on a boat and we went dolphin watching.
Wow.
So we were high as fuck watching the
would never.
dolphins swimming on this boat, like sitting at the very edge. It was so beautiful. And then right after that, I went to the studio and sang the songs.
It's magical.
Oh my God, never had a better experience.
Have you ever had sex on shrooms?
You know what's funny? Every time I've tried to do that, I've fallen asleep.
What?
Yeah, because I'm like in bed, and then if I'm really high, I just start like meditating. I just get into this meditative space, and then I just get distracted by that, and I don't even make it to
You
the
be with your
fucking-
man, he's like, yes, it's about to go down.
I was about to say the middle of it.
I know, right? That would be sad. That'd be really sad.
Well, let's talk about the new album that you have out. Now, I saw you post, sometimes you got to face yourself. And in this album, you are taking some accountability. I mean, we got it right before this started. But Bitter Bitch, okay, that's accountability right there.
Yeah. I mean,
She said, yeah.
Because when I saw the title, I was like, she got to be talking about somebody else. But you talk about yourself.
You know, I really wanted to say, I actually have a good story about that too. I really wanted to just say, like, I don't give a fuck about you. I give a fuck about, like, whatever the remnants of whatever you did to me is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still feel that shit. It's trauma that I'm, like, getting over. And I'm just bitter about it. And I went to brunch with my ex.
Oh.
After we broke up, like a year after we broke up. And he was asking if there were songs about him on the album.
Again.
And I said, yep. And I played him that one. And he was like listening to it. And he's like, it's kind of a bop though.
You know, I think it's very telling when you're with somebody, if you feel like you're not acting like yourself. That means that was like a bad experience. Because sometimes when you're like, why am I a bitter bitch right now? Like, why am I doing things that I normally wouldn't do? And I'm so out of character, but not in a good way, but in like a negative way. You know, has everybody here had an experience where they dated somebody and it was shitty because here you are like going through phones and, you know, doing shit that you're like, this is not even me. Why am I acting like this?
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know if it's not me, but it's like, I feel like sometimes people, or we allow people to pull certain things out of us that don't need to be out. They just need to be chilling in the cut sometimes.
Right.
I've never been through nobody's phone.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I haven't in the past.
I did.
God told me to do it.
Did you find something?
Yes.
For me, it's like
Yeah.
as soon as I'm going through your phone,
Don't do it.
I already don't trust you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like there's something wrong there. But also I know if I go through your phone, I'm gonna find something
Yeah.
because I'm
Because
looking
you're
for it.
looking
It's very
for
to
something.
justify why I went through your
You're
phone.
manifesting
You know?
the bullshit.
No, but
Whether it's
that's-
like you talking shit because we just got in a fight or something, you know, I'm gonna find that and I'm
It was
Yeah.
a long, I haven't done that in so long, but I definitely have. Like, probably haven't done that in maybe like 8 years. But I just know how hard it was because I remember going through an email. My ex left his email open and how devastating that was. And I was just like, man. And I forwarded all the emails to myself so that
So
when
you could take your time
not
and look
the
at them.
emails.
so I could remind myself.
Oh.
Why was he emailing?
He
It
was
was
doing
safer?
like, well, it was like this. He was emailing. He took a girl on a trip, so he was emailing like the travel agent at the time, like stuff, and then she was forwarding her information, and then he was like sending pictures.
Oh no.
You know,
that would hurt my
from it.
little
I
feelings.
feel like that's
Yeah.
an industry guy classic thing. They
He wasn't an industry- he
communicate
worked
with
in-
their side girls.
He worked in finance, and then the other thing that happened was it was his birthday that I found it on. So you know, we
Oh,
were
wow.
supposed to go out, and I was
So
like,
did
So you told him on his birthday.
I tried to hold it and I just couldn't. He was, because I was like, man, do I want to ruin this man's birthday? Because I was really still trying to be like gracious.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was on his way to my house, and then I just sent him a message like, don't even bother coming. I can't make it. He thought I was sick, or so he was like, what's the matter? What happened? Then I just started forwarding him
Oh shit.
his own emails.
And then what did he say?
I mean, what could he say?
You could still
You know, first people get very mad and defensive.
How
that
dare you go on my email.
So first it's your fault, right? Because that's like such an invasion of privacy.
It is though. It definitely is.
But that's why I
invasion.
say if you do that, because we already, I think we're on the brink of about to break up. Because he like butt dialed me while he was he did a lot of dumb shit. So I kind of knew it wasn't, and he left it open. I wasn't looking for it. I went on to Gmail and it was just open. And so he hadn't logged out. And I said, God is like, girl, look.
Right. It's like the light was shining.
God is like, I butt dialed you. You stayed with
How
this
many more
man.
signs do you need?
Right.
He's like, do you need me to put the girl here?
Yeah, I never been through a guy phone, but when I was living in Toronto, the guy I was dating with, they were on their break, and he was planning he played basketball, so you know they have like 2 weeks off before right after All-Star. So we were planning a trip supposedly to the Bahamas, this and that. And his sidekick kept going off, and he had this girl that he was dealing with.
Oh yeah, I was like his
sidekick.
side piece. Oh no,
wow.
sidekick.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how. That's the first and last time I went through a man.
Kiana,
phone.
do you know what a sidekick is?
Yeah, I do
Okay.
actually.
I know you're young.
I think I was
Right away.
jealous of people because they all had one and I
Yeah,
didn't.
okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I went through it. Like he was getting ready for the game, so I went through it, and basically the same trip. So they have 2 weeks. The second week of their break, he was planning a trip with the girl from Atlanta, and kept lying. And he found me looking through it. I went in the bathroom, locked the door.
Oh, that's the worst. They can't even get in.
It was the worst. That's
Break
when
the door
like
down.
yeah. Listen, he was so
I think he's
mad,
going crazy.
and he didn't want me to go through it so bad to the point like he hit me. Like that's the first time, you know, in cartoons.
Oh my God, I'm
When-
so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm over that. It's okay. It never happened again. Trust me. I
Okay,
left.
Right.
But you know, in the cartoons, when the cartoon character get hit and they see stars,
Oh no,
I
not
said,
stars.
"Damn,
That's
just
so
for going
rude.
through the phone."
All
Like
from your
I never
phone.
really after that never went through a man's phone. I don't allow them to go through mine either. But that was like my shocking. Like, yeah, never again. Like he was planning a trip with me and her. 1 week me, the next week her.
Sheesh.
I give my man my phone. I make sure he looks through my phone.
Mm.
I be like, look, I'm not talking to nobody but you.
But don't check my other
Does
phone.
he-
don't check
does
my
he
other
go- Wait, do you go
Don't
through
check
his
the
phone
cloud.
though?
No, I don't go. Listen, I by mistake, like Ange, I came up on my son's father's Facebook and it ruined our relationship. So I learned my lesson early not to. When you look, you're gonna find something. Just period.
But wait, okay. What about this? Have y'all ever cheated?
I almost every time I got caught cheating was through my phone.
Oh my God. So that's why you give it to him. It's kind of like a
it's like-
projection.
Like,
And he
you
like, I
know
don't
my
wanna look at it.
history.
Yeah.
Reverse.
Like, go ahead, take a look. He's like, no, I
Look,
trust
I'm
you.
not a cheater anymore.
So he knows that you cheated before though.
Yeah, I'm pretty honest about it. I was young, you know, when I was in my first relationship, and that was like all my whole experience. And then I became a model, and I had all these opportunities to be with like
All these options.
these amazing.
Had a Rolodex in your phone.
That's
Yeah.
tough though.
Yeah.
When it's lit like that, you like,
Especially in the beginning, it was really
No,
nice.
Never.
Have you ever been tempted to cheat?
Yeah. Yeah. One time I think. But that's also because it was really bad. Like the relationship was really bad. You know?
This guy really affected you.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
was like my first boyfriend. This
Okay,
was my
this
first
isn't-
love.
okay.
When you like, you know, when you get into your first love and you just like stick around because you want it to be, you think that's it, you know?
Right. You don't know any better.
Yeah. So no matter how bad he treated me, which it was really bad,
Mhm.
I was like, I think I was just looking for someone to be nice to me.
Oh.
So that was the only time I was tempted, but I didn't do it.
So is this the same person like from Fair Play? The songs that
Fair play, yeah.
yeah. So okay, this is Fair Play.
Yeah.
Now on this album, is that the same person from
No.
Fair? Okay, so this is a different ex.
Yeah.
Okay, another bad ex.
Yeah.
They're all bad
I
until
feel
we
like-
get a good one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're good
And like
ex.
I feel like they can be good people, they're just not good for you.
Mhm.
And also, I think the really important thing is like not only are they not good for you, but they're probably not like ready for you.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Once someone stops putting in effort, I feel like it's already like done.
Right. Yeah. It's hard to get it back too. Now let's talk about your tattoos for a second.
Okay.
Do you have so how many tattoos do you have?
I don't know, man.
You don't know? Have you ever had a guy tattooed on you?
I actually do. I have my best friend that passed away in August. So this is the only guy, but he was my best friend.
And I remember you put out that project, The Unfinished.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the motivation for you to be like, I just feel like I need to put this out now? Because I know that you had a tribute, you know, for your best friend that
Yeah.
passed away on there.
Yeah, there was a time where I was freaking out about death, like probably for like a year. It was something that I thought about constantly. Maybe every day I would have like a little bit of a freak out, and it was really hard to let that go. And once he passed away, I felt like it all was real. You know, that fear was like really there in front of my face and real. And I needed to just process how that feeling affected me and what that really felt like for someone to be gone and where do I think they go. And he affected me in such a positive way. He really made me stronger. Like I was going through a lot at that time mentally, and he was also my Muay Thai trainer, and I would be with him every single day. And not only did he teach me to like be strong physically, but mentally, he was like, man, one of my biggest cheerleaders for sure, and always was really protective over me and showed me, even though it wasn't like romantic, he showed me what a good man can do for you in your life.
Oh, well,
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's,
a good friendship.
amazing.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So you have him tattooed. You have strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, it's my mom's favorite character.
You want to hear something so funny? I was talking about Halloween.
Yeah.
And one year, I was going to go trick-or-treating. I used to have to take piano lessons growing up, right? But my piano teacher, I know you play the piano too. I'm nowhere on your level, but...
I'm nowhere on my old level, so it's okay.
But my piano teacher had cats, and I was allergic to cats. So my piano lessons were every Monday, and I was there, and I got a really bad allergic reaction. And so my mom wouldn't let me go outside, and I had... a sour grapes costume. She's one of the characters from Strawberry Shortcake. She's like the bad one. And I just sat at home in my costume and cried because she wouldn't let me go outside.
Oh, the real sour grapes.
Yeah. I was so sad in my little sour grapes costume.
It manifested.
You were in character.
Yeah.
You were
The sour grapes would have went anyway, I just
character.
want to say. But yeah, so and that's so funny because I was just talking about that today, and a lot of people don't know who Strawberry Shortcake is.
I do, but I didn't know who
Sour grapes.
Sour grapes.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom gave me a lunchbox, and it was like a vintage lunchbox. My mom grew up in foster care, so she like didn't have shit. You know, she wasn't. They're not allowed to take shit from house to house. And she found this vintage lunchbox, and it was strawberry shortcake. And she gave it to me one day to take to school, and I lost it. She was like, she literally told me, like, anytime she told me, don't lose this,
You lost
I
it.
lost
Lost
it.
it.
Every single fucking time. So she was like, don't lose this, because it was very
How
special
you lose
to her.
a lunchbox.
I know. I don't.
Easily, you eat and then you
Jameer
leave it, and it's
loses
it.
But
so
who's
many.
not gonna who's gonna steal your lunchbox?
Oh.
I mean,
That's cool.
it sounds like it was a nice lunchbox.
It was very cute. So I told her, now, since I lost her lunchbox, I always have strawberry shortcake on me.
And what did she say? She was okay with that?
Yeah, she was like, oh, that's cute. That's sweet. I also got like a huge honeysuckle vine on my hip. And that's also because she said, you know, they would starve her basically in foster care. And so
Wow.
her and her brother and sister would go and suck the juice from the honeysuckles. And when I showed that to her, because it was so big, she was like, cool, it's so
She's
sweet,
like, I don't know.
Yeah, she was a little
She's
bit.
like my weird daughter.
Is that why you have the honeycomb? Because I see you have the...
This is actually from my favorite poet, Rupi Kaur. She has a book, a collection of her poems, and it's called Milk and Honey. And it's really beautiful. She just talks about, you know, becoming a woman and what that feels like, especially as a woman of color. And every time, again, because I've dealt with bipolar, depression, anxiety, all that shit, and I was really depressed at the time. And that book did a lot for me, and I would cry every page that I read it. And she does this really cool thing where she does a poem and then she draws like a fine line drawing next to it. So I took that fine line drawing and
What's her
made that.
name?
Rupi Kaur.
Okay.
Just remember milk
Yeah.
and honey.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I love
really
how
good.
meaningful everything is that you
Yeah.
have. Like, I don't have any tattoos because I don't want to change my mind. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
But to me, it's like, it's a story either
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
you
it
know?
is.
And you can make up shit after.
you're like, oh yeah, well,
That's
I
what
got
I
this.
do.
Yeah. How many tattoos do you have?
I don't even know. I have a bunch, but like all of the reasons I got them are different reasons now.
They
Do you
changed.
not remember
They
the first
changed.
ones or something?
Well, I got the big one on my stomach to cover up my stretch marks from having my son. And so that's the reason I got that one as a cover up.
What is it?
It's I have
I was
these
looking at
flowers.
it earlier.
I have flowers on my hips.
That's pretty
that's
though.
beautiful.
They're all on my stomach, but it's like
Oh,
now.
so it goes all the way across?
Yeah, you see, I'm on my hips. But
Well, that looks painful.
no, actually, I don't. I'm gonna be very honest. I didn't feel any of them. I have a gorilla here.
Why
What's
a
the
gorilla?
gorilla?
Ribs. Well,
Uh-oh.
the reason
She about to change the reason.
Oh yeah,
she
what's
gotta-
the new reason?
No. What
Make it
was
up.
the initial
old
reason?
one.
Well, the first tattoo that was there was my ex-boyfriend's first and last name.
Damn, the
So
whole government.
Definitely gotta cover that.
Yeah, I had to cover it, so I had to pick something big, and I like gorillas. And so now it's like, oh, I'm a beast, so I have a gorilla on my ribs.
I like
like
it.
that.
I feel like
Yeah.
as soon as you put someone's name on your body,
Uh-oh.
It fucks shit
make
up.
plans.
Doesn't work out.
Make plans
Yeah.
for other movements.
Also, if I want to get over somebody, I should put, or if I want them to leave me or us to break up, I need to put their
Definitely
name
Yeah.
tattoo it
Or
for
you could
sure.
just get I would just get like initials because then you could always like make something up easy for
But I didn't feel any of my
This stands
tattoos.
for-
Like The only tattoo that hurt was the first one. I have a tramp stamp that I don't even look at.
Well, you can.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Yeah. So I don't care about it. But that's the only one that hurt. But all the rest of them, like I took a bunch of Percocet. So I didn't feel a thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually
I didn't feel the one on my ribs. I didn't feel the one on my stomach. I didn't feel any of them.
Not even after?
Yeah.
No, and I was
That's
on
not
ecstasy
fun.
when I did this one on my finger.
Well, can't you feel
So
things more when you're on?
I don't
That's
know.
what
We
they
were
was
like
telling me.
laughing.
Maybe it felt good.
What is that your only tat?
I have 7 of them, but you really can see them. Like I have a rosary. All of them are butterfly themed, but more because butterfly to me is. Like,
But you did
more
one on
from
your
a
foot?
Cancun. Yeah, I have
That
the
hurt.
That
was
hurt,
3 people left the tattoo. The guy was so pissed.
No,
with
I know
me.
people who get
3
a lot of
people
tats
left
and their
the
feet.
office. 3 people left hearing me scream. Like that was the worst one.
They
I
were like,
have
"Ooh,
that
I'm
one
not coming here."
at all. They left. I have the one in the
Feet.
back of my neck, and then I have William here, but I didn't want to put William's name because he's named after his father. And
That's
I
her son,
refused
yeah.
to put my son's name, so I put his nickname.
Oh, okay.
But the one on
Yeah.
your neck didn't hurt too bad, right?
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. The one in the back of the neck wasn't bad at
I have
all.
one here on the side of my head that it was just weird, like to have the buzzing in my head, like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one on my sideburn tickled.
Yeah,
And I was
exactly.
it was my third
What
tattoo
is that
ever. It's a lotus.
Okay.
I thought it was
nice.
And he was yelling at me because he was like, "This is on your fucking face." He was so mad. He was like, "Stop fucking laughing." And yeah, he was done with me. But it was so ticklish.
It is.
It was.
It doesn't
The
sound
ones
that
on the
pleasant the way
head.
you make it sound.
I think the foot one is the worst.
I've heard
Oh
people
my
say,
God.
No, I know
I have an
people who get-
ankle, wrapped around like that.
and going.
No, I know
Oh
people
my
who get
God.
tattoos all over their body, and the leg and the foot, they're
Yo,
dead,
it's the
crying.
worst.
Men,
What about, have you all ever
crying.
used like numbing cream and then got them?
No, what? I'm not a pussy.
They spray it, but it doesn't really work. It doesn't
Well, I
really
am
work.
a pussy, and when
Okay.
I have a really small tattoo. It was too painful, so I didn't finish it.
Where
like-
was it?
It's a tiny star. It's awful.
That's
I'm
it.
telling you,
It's
take
awful.
Percocet,
It's like
you
this
don't feel
big.
anything.
Yeah, I just couldn't finish it. So
And so
that's
it's just a tiny star.
You have to get another one with rain.
okay.
With her
I have
daughter.
a C-section, so I was thinking about getting something cut like.
Yeah,
on
do it.
yeah.
It's nice. Get some like a nice flower and
Yeah.
take Percocets. You'll never feel a thing.
What about you? Do you have laser hair removal?
Yeah.
Was that painful?
I would say I like the feeling of tattoos more than I like the feeling of laser hair removal for
Okay.
sure. It's
Oh.
like rare. I think it's hit or miss for me when it comes to the pain of laser hair removal. Sometimes they say when you're on your period,
Don't
Oh,
do
don't
it.
that's
do
when
it, yeah.
and I
It's
think
a
I
nice-
pretty
Yeah,
much
that's the
do it
most
on my period every time.
All the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say with the numbing cream, that's a good idea.
So I got my underarms lasered, and that
How is that?
it was okay.
The underarms aren't that bad.
Yeah,
it's
it's
when
not
they
that
go
bad.
on the inner lip of your pussy.
Oh
my
That's
God.
the worst.
Well, I get waxes, so the only time
No.
yeah, I
Yeah.
have laser hair
Listen,
removal.
The
I'd
only
much
time that
rather do
hurts-
lasers.
the only time that really hurt was when I was pregnant. It felt
Your
so,
waxes don't hurt?
It's bearable. It's bearable. It's not. It's like okay. I mean,
But
it's
do you
not,
get
it's-
ingrown hairs from that?
Yeah,
do.
I just.
I got way more from that.
I think laser hair removal is amazing because there's no more ingrown
Doesn't
hairs.
it hurt though?
Yes.
Doesn't it hurt?
It definitely hurts. I
Okay.
think the first few sessions hurt the most, and then as you progress and there's less and less hair, it doesn't hurt so bad.
So
Yeah.
is it little patchy when it grows? Like how long do you have before
It's
it
like
starts?
random
Right.
hairs.
Okay.
But no, but
That's how my underarms are. Where it's random now.
yeah, but then it's done, and then you can get it like touched up every now and then.
Yeah.
But it's a good
Okay,
thing
so
to
it's
do.
like underarms. Okay.
Also, it's like when you wax, you have to keep going back.
have
With
to.
laser, it's like less and less every time.
This is the problem with laser though. Every time I think about getting it done, they're like, okay, well you can't have gotten waxed in the last few weeks.
Yeah, you gotta let it grow.
You gotta shave.
Free the bush.
That's so annoying.
It's kind of hard to let when
you
you
let your hair grow on your legs. Let
not
your
anymore.
pussy.
It's the spring. It's the summer, so I've been shaving my legs.
Okay.
I don't shave my legs properly when it's cold out.
At all. It's
At all.
What's properly?
At all.
Do you get hard hair? I don't really get hard hairs.
It's soft hairs.
Yeah.
No.
It's just like you do it, and it's just like I shave my legs every time
I still shave,
like,
exactly.
I shave my legs
shave-
every time I do.
Every
Every
time
time I
she
shower.
shaves.
I would not
It's so
let-
fast.
I would not leave any hair down here at all. I don't play
Yeah.
that. But my legs,
But
I'm
legs,
like,
yeah.
I told her that's like very
misleading
to people. False advertising. All right, now let's get into some of the music.
Okay.
All right, because you have the song with LMA, Jealous.
Yeah.
We had a whole conversation with this at work with Mano. All right,
Yes.
so we were talking about because you said that it's okay, you could be with a guy and he's seeing other women, but you are going to be jealous, of course, right? Even though you can pretend I'm okay with us not being committed, but truthfully, I don't want you to be with other women. And so is this a real life story for you?
I just want my person to be obsessed with me.
Same.
Like, I just want to be like number one. You don't see nobody else. Da da da.
Number one, no number two.
Yeah, exactly. Because I am number one. So like, it's like, it should be very simple. But I think like, I don't get jealous. It's really hard for me to get jealous.
I don't know.
The only thing
This music says
but
otherwise.
that's why I love the song. That's why I love the song, because it's like, okay, cool. Like, so I found out I have a very anxious, avoidant attachment style. So I'm like, okay, I should be number one. But like, also, you can do what you're gonna do, because I'm probably gonna do what I'm gonna do. But like, we're here, you know? And so with that song, I love that it's like this internal conversation in my head. The only thing that I get jealous over is Instagram.
Okay, that's so interesting.
But I know that's the only thing.
Explain.
Like, so, okay. I only get jealous when the person that I'm seeing or talking to is liking other bitches' pictures.
Ooh, okay.
That bothers me so much.
Really? What is it
So
about?
Yes.
annoying.
What-
Because you want attention. So like, if
You want her to
I don't
see that
care.
you're like-
I don't care if you're like already following people and you're just like looking at their shit. We all are attracted to other people. It's normal, cool, science, whatever. So if you're like looking at other shit, cool, I get it. Look, her ass is really nice. She's beautiful. Cool. Keep scrolling.
Because you feel,
If you like, you really think Emily Ratajkowski is like looking for your? You think Lori Harvey is looking for your fucking like?
my gosh.
No. Why are you even going out of your way? You know?
because you feel like you want them to see that you liked their picture.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's so funny. My ex used to like, I would see he liked pictures, but he was like, I just go and I just like everything. Like I scroll down my timeline and just like everybody.
A guy told me that too.
That's just the excuse. Also, for me, it's like if you're liking someone, like I don't know, like Georgia, right? Georgia's fucking gorgeous. Georgia Smith.
Okay.
Everybody knows she's fucking gorgeous, beautiful. If you're liking her photo, she's my peer. You know, like I'm gonna see her.
Right.
She's gonna be right next to me,
And
talking to
then-
me, and you're gonna be right next to me. So now I know, like, you're attracted to her. That's weird. It's
But
fucking
liking a
weird.
picture, does that mean I'm attracted to somebody?
Can it
What
mean
if
you're
it's
pretty?
a
Yeah.
caption? What if it's a song and the song is dope and what?
She not feeling
Comment
it.
dope song.
It's also the type of pictures too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Because what if it's like somebody previewing some new music and
That's
they
great.
have their picture up?
You're a fan. You're a fanboy.
She not
Love
with it.
that. Or
She's
a fangirl.
not with
I
shit.
don't like it either.
Okay, so as a person in this business, what happens if you like guys' pictures but like other artists, male artists?
I mean, like, I'm not gonna go like a shirtless picture of a male. I honestly don't really be on Instagram like that either, though. Like,
Okay.
I don't like to scroll. It makes me feel shitty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like scrolling on Twitter. The only reason I'm on Twitter is to like see the updates
Okay.
or like talk to my fans, you know? But I really don't be on social media like that. It's just not good for my mental health.
All right, fair enough. You know, I was just saying I'm trying to post more on Instagram because I barely do it. Like I look at stuff for work. I'm always like being nosy to see what's going on so I can report on things and have the full story. But I haven't been good at posting things, you know, myself. And I know I need to. So
Same.
I'm just trying to get better at it. All right. So are you a jealous person? Yes or no? Because I'm not sure.
No.
Instagram
I would say-
sounds like it a little bit. I'm
I
not
would
gonna lie.
say, no, I would say I'm 96% not jealous.
So if you're with somebody, you would like to be number one, but it's okay for them to have some number 2, 3, 4.
If we're talking.
If you're just talking.
Yeah.
Do you want to know about it? Do you want him to be honest? Like, or if you call him and he doesn't answer, do you want him to be like, I was asleep? Or do you want him to be like, yeah, I was on a date?
The thing is, I wouldn't know because I'm always number one. There is no 2 or 3.
Well, okay,
ever.
you're out of town. You call, he doesn't answer.
I'm
Do you
not
wanna
worried.
know why? Okay.
No, I'm not worried. I'm not really pressed like that.
I love it.
That's good. Listen,
But
sounds
let
great.
that nigga like somebody's Instagram picture.
Yeah,
Then
right?
you're fucked.
With the
Yeah.
song.
Then we're gonna have a conversation. Yes.
Don't answer the phone, but don't like the picture.
Exactly.
How was it working with LMA?
It was great. Ella's my girl. I mean, she's always been so supportive of me since day one. I think there was a time where we both Fair Play was on the radio and Boot Up was on the radio.
Okay.
And then Boot Up
Good
went,
times.
you know, Boot Up did boom. And it was so dope because people were kind of comparing us at the same time at that time because we both had like curly hair, we're both light skinned. It was just like, it was stupid, but people were comparing us. And she kind of was just like, fuck that, and like posted my music on her story and was really supportive, and then took me on her tour. So
That's dope.
I'm really grateful for her. She's dope.
That's amazing. So people have embraced you, like other women, because you've worked with a lot of other women artists.
Yeah, I think like the energy that you put out is the energy that you're gonna get. And I'm not a competitive person either. I compete with myself. So if that's the energy that I'm putting out, and I'm just like really comfortable with myself and really comfortable with you, and I'm down to like give you your props and like give you your flowers, there's that energy is just, it's different, you know?
Listen, it's amazing to me how you even came into this game. And like starting off as young as you did, sometimes people will look at you as a kid. I look at like Chloe and Bailey and the criticism that they get as they've grown up before us. But I don't feel like that's happened to you. I feel like you came in as a, young, but now people have allowed you the space to be who you are.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm also like very kept to myself. Like I have a lot of friends that aren't in the industry, and I really like to be in my little space, in my little circle, and with people that I trust. So, and I'm also like not really on social media like that either. Like I don't really be posting a lot of my personal shit. So I think that's also where I kind of, again, I put that energy out there, and people don't really give a fuck. So I haven't really gotten a lot of criticism.
And you don't care because you won't see it anyway.
Exactly. I'm not scrolling to find it.
And for your mom, right? You talked about, your mom growing up in foster care and having you. You feel like she like overloved you just because of everything that she's been through. Sometimes I find that people who've our parents have had a rough childhood, and it can make them go either way. But it feels like with your mom, she's like,
oh yeah, she loves me so much. I mean, she sacrificed so much for me to be where I am today. And I think for her, she always seen an opportunity for me to thrive and love what I do. And she really wanted that for me. So she always gave me, tried her best to give me stability and also drive. And she's just, man, the amount of shit that woman has been through, I don't know how she is so wonderful.
Was she open with you about things, or was it like as you've been going through therapy, asking questions?
You know what's beautiful is like she's told me more as I get older, because there's a lot of fucked up shit like a 12-year-old couldn't understand or comprehend at all. But she has really, so since I've been on my mental health journey and like getting diagnosed and going to therapy, she was really reluctant to believe me and what was going on, because she was in denial because mental health issues run in my family. Right. It's genetic mostly. And so I think from her traumas, she really didn't want that to be true for me, and also really didn't want it to be true for her either, you know? So once she's seen how much it changed my perspective on life and really helped me and healed me, and the amount of growth that I was doing, it opened her eyes to what was possible for her.
That's great.
And now she's been like in therapy.
Oh, nice.
She goes every week.
That's amazing.
Her life is completely changed. Like her perspective, she's treating her body right. Like she's like different. Not different. She still has her core, but the way that she handles things is just very different, because she's healing through her trauma. And it's a lot. She's very guarded about what she went through as a kid. So she's kind of starting from like present and going backwards and seeing like how that shit affects her now. And it's really beautiful to see. She is so strong.
See how people can learn from their kids too. I think, and even just when it comes to like therapy and mental health, I feel like the previous generation, it was a lot more taboo than it has been. Yeah. People are having like way more open discussions about it. Just even being able to find therapists now, I feel like is a lot easier. Just
I feel like it used to really be hard.
Yeah.
I also think it's a privilege. And I always say that because, like a single mom, a Black single mother that has 2 jobs, trying to afford a living for herself and her 2 kids, doesn't have time and probably the money to be able to afford therapy and heal. And it really is a privilege. And I want to just take that, and I call it secondhand therapy or hand-me-down therapy. And that's also what my music is. Like I really want to take that and be able to share it with people, so that even if they can't afford it, like they're feeling some sort of healing and feeling less alone.
And it's interesting because you also are you write your own music, right? And I feel like there's a different connection to an artist. You know, not saying that everybody has to write their own music or people can't have help or co-writers or even just, you know, be given a song. But for you, that's really important, right?
Mm-hmm. Really important. I definitely have co-writers that are really, really great. It always comes from me. And I do take songs sometimes. And the only times I take songs is when I feel like they said it better than I could.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
And that's like therapy for me
Yes.
because now I get to sing that story. And I'll always add my own shit to it for sure. But they definitely have said it better than I could. Maybe I couldn't have processed what I wanted to say about that specific thing yet. With co-writers, I love it because I always say like I love a group project. I always did in school. So being able to go back and forth with somebody and have them help you kind of sort out what your thoughts are and organize those thoughts. And also just like validating. Sometimes I don't have the confidence to talk about what I want to talk about. So for them to be like, yeah, no, that's good. That makes sense. Or like, I think we could say it a different way. That's really helpful. When I write by myself, that is definitely the most therapeutic because I started out everything writing poetry. And so to be able to just put it all on paper and really like get the idea out and it's completely my own, it's so satisfying. And I have a different connection to singing those songs too. Like when I go on tour, it just feels so much more heartfelt.
Like which one? Like for the new album, what would you say was the most therapeutic song for you?
I mean, Bitter Bitch, actually. Bitter Bitch interlude, that was good. That was really good. That was like really therapeutic. And I just remember being in the studio and like sitting in the chair and just being like, fuck. Like literally at the end of the song, I say like, I'm traumatized. Fuck. Because that's really, I really had that reaction.
Where
to
were
myself.
you when you wrote that?
I was in the studio.
Okay.
At my manager at the time, they had a studio in their house. And I was just in the booth. And this was during COVID. So my engineer there was the like control room and then there was the booth. And we had to figure out a system.
Yeah.
Where we would still stay separate. So I was in the booth and he would just talk to me from the talkback and he would go through the separate door and go into the control room. And I just remember like sitting there and so also, let me say with Bitter Bitch Interlude, it's also a response to reviews from YouTube. Okay. So for Kiki, for the anniversary, I put together like a compilation of all the reviews. And every time I watched a review of Skitterlude, everyone would say like, damn, she's bitter. Some form of damn, she's bitter. And so it's also a response to that. So I called the guys who produced a lot of the album and I was like, we need a track that's like Skitterlude. I have something to say. And they were like, okay, cool. So I got in the studio and I was just sitting there and I was like, it just was flowing so easily, like line by line. It just felt so good.
And the album is called Grudges and that's also a song on there. So why Grudges?
I like that.
So thank you. Obviously, so I have another song on the album called Closure. Originally, the album was going to be called Closure because obviously when you get it out in music or you talk about it, you feel a little sense of closure, hopefully, for yourself. And I realized, me and my team were talking about it when we were like going through all the songs. And we were just like, this is not about closure. This is about grudges. Like, I am talking shit this whole album. So I think that was more the therapy, was like getting everything out. And then I think there's a double meaning to it because Grudges, the actual song, is about trying to release those grudges and how it's hard. And you might not be doing it the right way all the time. And you might be going through a hard time, but you really just have to try to let shit go. And
it's hard sometimes.
It is fucking hard.
At least for me.
Because, you know, I will, yeah.
I be holding on.
Really
and I'm a Capricorn. You know, we are stubborn goats.
Aries, Ram. I am ready at all times to protect myself and protect my people. As soon as you fuck with one of my people too, I'll hold a grudge. Even if they're over it and they forgive you, I'm still pissed.
And you're like, how dare you have made me mad? And then you went and forgave them.
Right. Yeah.
And now I'm over here still mad.
I'm like, good for you. I love that. But fuck that nigga. Like we will have a problem forever. I have grudges still from people in like 3rd grade.
Wow.
You are, come on now, that's ridiculous.
I know.
That's just petty.
3rd grade, you gotta let that go. I mean,
does she?
Sometimes
an 8-year-old.
Do you? I don't know.
You know what's so crazy? Sometimes I want to hold grudges, but I can't.
What?
Like, I want to. Sometimes I'm like, I'm supposed to still be mad. I'm supposed to still be hurt about this. Like, I was so hurt. But I don't. It's crazy. Like, I don't know how to hold grudges. Like, I always tend to look back and be like, it's not about you. This is probably about them, and this has nothing to do with you. So let it go.
That's so mature.
I'm not that mature.
Yeah.
I can hold grudges. I'm okay, but then also sometimes if something really bothered me, for some reason I can't remember it sometimes.
Oh, you like compartmentalize.
Yeah, and then it'll come out later. I'm like, oh shit.
That's why I was mad.
Yeah, like if it really bothers me,
Right.
for some reason I won't remember it, and then I just repress it, and then it'll come out later.
Is that from people that you like really care about and love though?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it hurts the worst. So you want to like, you would compartmentalize it so that you can
Because
move
who
on
wants
and
to remember
forgive
and
them.
feel that? Like I don't want to
Yeah,
feel that.
I don't want
Right.
to feel
Yeah.
like
Keep
that.
moving.
Yeah.
I forget that I'm mad at the person or that even something happened, and I just like I forget, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
Not me.
over
I
it.
always remember what people do to me. I used to say God forgives and I don't.
Oh,
But
Rick Ross.
yeah, yes. But I have been on a faith journey for a couple years, and with a faith journey comes a lot of forgiveness. So
There we go.
Hallelujah.
by God,
Has,
I
Kiana,
forgive
do
now.
you fall in love really easily?
It's kind of a hard question for me because I feel like I don't ever go seeking shit, but like I'll fuck around.
And find out.
And I'll find out later. I think it's easy for me to like separate sex from like love.
Oh, nice.
It is really easy.
People act like women can't do that.
I know. It's crazy. And I've done it successfully. But there's times where like people have fallen or they get feelings, and then I feel kind of like convinced after a little bit to like go on a date or do whatever. Like I'm kind of just like go with the flow, like fuck it. And then eventually I'm like, okay, like you're kind of cool, whatever. And then, you know, everything goes from there. So I don't think I fall in love easily, but I think I think once I hit that point, I fall in love fast.
Okay. Yeah, because sometimes we try to prevent that from happening. You know, sometimes you're like, I really like this person, but I will not allow myself. I will not.
I feel like as I've gotten older, I've become more selective. So now everything I touch, I'm totally obsessed with.
Okay.
You know, like when I was drunk and having fun when I was younger, it was so easy for me to like not care. But now anything I get involved with, I'm totally obsessed with. And they have to be totally obsessed with me.
Well, can you separate sex from feelings though?
Not now. When
Not
I was
now?
younger.
Her vagina has feelings now that she's gotten older.
I swear.
Yeah.
I
It happens to the
swear.
best of us.
Like, am I crazy?
No,
Now,
you're
like
fine.
Kiana, like, look, okay, so your ex, right?
Mhm.
Can you have sex with your ex and not care anymore?
Yeah, I've done it before.
Okay.
But they cared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that like a revenge get back kind of a little bit too?
No, I think it was hot. Like I was just like, oh, okay, this is like one of the last times we're ever gonna fuck. And then it's like, oh, you're gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. Cool. Like there's something hot about it, you
Right.
know? It's like hiding something, like hiding some sort of like rendezvous thing. And then like that's kind of on the same level for me.
Okay, because yeah, she's definitely talked about that, wanting to be like, okay, we broke up, but let's, you know, every now and then, let's link up.
Yeah.
Do you still ever go back if you're single?
No.
No. You feel like you could get with any of your exes if you wanted to?
If they were single,
Mm-hmm.
probably.
Okay.
You're so respectful.
Right.
Mhm.
I'd be like, fuck that bitch. No,
Yeah.
just joking. Just
No,
joking.
she's
Just
not.
joking.
No.
Just joking.
I'm trying to do a favor. How about that?
You're welcome.
When's the last time, like, when you end up in a relationship, do they ask you, like, hey, will you be my, or are we monogamous? How does that even happen nowadays?
Yeah, I think it's like very casual. It happens very casually. I think when I get to that point where I'm like, okay, I caught feelings, we're spending every day together. Like we're spending every single day obsessed with each other. And then I think when it starts to when it starts to feel like real, it gets kind of scary for me. And I've always told people that I've talked to, like, I could be in a talking phase for the rest of my life. Or like I could be in an exclusive phase for the rest of my life. I don't care. But my thing is, I don't care about, like, I don't want to get married, right?
Okay.
Like I don't want to get married, but I want you to propose to me.
I'm with you. Oh.
Like I want to.
Do you want to be
I want you to be
engaged
obsessed with me.
Do you want to be engaged forever?
Yeah. So
so
my
if somebody
thing is like,
proposes, you'll say no?
no, I'll say yes.
But she's not
But
gonna
like
get
we're not
married.
getting married. We're gonna have a celebration of love. That's what I say.
Yeah,
I want to, because then we could do it every year if we want to.
Right.
Everybody, I want all of our friends and family to gather around and celebrate how amazing
Every
we
year?
are together every fucking year.
They're gonna be like, here we go, here we go.
Every year.
You know,
Like,
it's
do I
her
have to buy a
annual
Jack
birthday.
Christmas again?
Doug and Jackie.
Oh, do they do that?
On Basketball Wives, yeah, every year.
Are
for
they
them.
still doing it?
Probably.
Yeah, I think
It's so
so.
ridiculous.
That's their tradition.
Yeah.
Why is
works
it
for them, huh?
ridiculous? That's great.
Yeah, see, that's
It's a
what she
little-
wants.
But
It's a
they
little
get
much.
married.
See, but I'm extra as fuck. That's what I want.
Oh, it would have worked.
I'm
for
a
you
little
then.
much all the time. But yeah, no.
What about, is being obsessed with you ever too much, though?
If we broke up.
Okay. As long as you're together, it's fine. And look, we had that conversation. I was telling you, you want a guy to be obsessed with you if you like him like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right?
but
If you
not-
don't like him like that, it's annoying. But if
Yeah.
you're like, I really like you, and I you know, it's
no,
fun.
that's true. That's
Mhm.
true.
What-
What's the best gift you ever got?
I think like my love languages, gifts is like the last thing.
Mm-hmm.
For me, if you're gonna give me something, it's something like really thoughtful.
Yeah, thoughtful
you know?
gift.
Like
What's the best thoughtful gift?
I would say the best thoughtful gift for my birthday. So my birthday is in April.
Mhm.
So Easter is like right around my birthday. And I don't really celebrate Easter like that, but I love Easter egg hunts. Look, that's the same thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really care to get married, but like I want to
I
be
wanna dress.
proposed to.
You had,
I'm like, I don't
you had a
really,
whole scavenger hunt in New York, so
yeah, exactly. So I don't really fuck with Easter like that, but I love Easter egg hunts.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I really want to have an Easter egg hunt. And so on my birthday, they did an Easter egg hunt for me. And it was
Aw,
like,
that's
there was
cute.
like notes in every single Easter egg
sweet.
with the Reese's, like Reese's, they come out with the Reese's eggs.
Mhm.
Those are the best 'cause they have way more peanut butter than the regular ones.
No, they're
So,
delicious.
they're so fucking good.
I just had one.
So
I love
they-
Easter candy.
they're so good.
They're half off right now at them.
Wait, are they really?
Drugstore, 'cause
Yup, and
Easter
still,
passed.
I will-
yes, they
I
are.
will go
Support
pick them
that.
up right now.
I like them cold though.
Me too.
Yeah.
I put them all in the fridge.
I like it to melt in my mouth.
Mhm.
It's can if you
Still,
sit
even when
there.
it's cold, it melts.
And it's like in the roof of your mouth.
Mhm. But go ahead,
That's what she
continue your
said.
story.
Yes.
Yeah, so there was one of those in every single Easter egg too. And then at the end there was like a really big gold Easter egg. and then I
sweet.
opened it and it was like a really big note. It was really
Aw.
sweet.
That's so
That's
cute.
so
And
thoughtful.
that took time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And preparation.
Exactly. That's like acts of service to me.
Okay.
You know?
Yes. And that's not really expensive.
No.
Yeah, she said it's not about
Yeah, I
that.
like that.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like people think that
You got to spend all this money.
yeah, and like you really don't. You could take me on a surprise picnic and fucking put a bag of shit on it,
Well,
on
not
the
a bag of
blanket, and
shit.
I'd be like totally. I'd be like, if they were like, oh, like I know you said da 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 da, and so here's a bag of shit because it reminded me of you. I'm like, thank you so much.
Oh my
You're so
God.
sweet."
Like, how do you not have problems shitting?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That hit too hard right now. That really hit me deep.
That's what she said.
Oh yes.
deep.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that.
I heard you say it earlier, so I had to return one.
I'm so happy. I think everyone should say that's what she said or that's what he said at some point today.
All right. So now, how important is sex to you in a relationship?
Oh, so important. Physical touch is my number one love language.
okay. Number one.
Yeah, number one. I think once the sex starts going downhill, the whole relationship starts going downhill. But it's also like, it's kind of symbiotic. Like once the relationship starts going downhill, then the sex
Sex
starts
goes
going
downhill.
downhill. Yeah.
But you can't have great sex with somebody but not really care about them? Because you said you can separate the two.
yeah.
Okay. So what's great sex to you?
I really just, first, now at this point, because of everything I've been through in my life, feeling safe is actually like the number one thing.
Okay.
Because I'm sure all the women, especially in this room, have been through some sort of sexual harassment or assault, unfortunately. And so now I think processing through a lot of my sexual trauma, I've had to try to connect back to my body. And so that's like the number one thing. If I don't care, it's still, it's cool, but I still need to feel safe
Right.
with that person.
Okay. So you like cuddling.
It's
And
not.
you're like, no.
I just need to like know that you're a good person and you're not
Okay.
gonna fuck me over and like
Right.
do some fucked up shit. Because I've also had that. Like I've been assaulted by people that I knew and that I trusted. So I really have to like feel it in my gut that you're a good person and my body is safe with you. You
Right.
know? And then I'm free to I'll do whatever.
And then after that, you do whatever.
I always say I'll try anything once. And then if I like it, which I like a lot of shit.
I don't believe anything.
There's not
You try
a
anything.
lot of shit that I don't like.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's name some. No.
You
Is there anything you
not.
haven't tried that you're like, I would try this?
Not really. I've tried a lot.
Threesomes?
That's okay. No, that's actually one that I'm gonna try.
See?
But there's no. So
the
I'm
first
gonna
thing I
try
said,
that.
yeah.
I am gonna try that. But I have my only thing is because I want the person to be obsessed with me, right?
Oh my God.
It has to be the
She
right.
has this thing where
I know.
they have to be
They
obsessed
have to be
with
obsessed
you.
with me. I need to be the star in the bedroom.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that's and you'll enjoy it if you're the star. That's the
Yes.
only way I can have a threesome. If all the attention is on me, it's two people all over me.
I feel like that's doable.
Yeah. Also, I like
Yeah.
women too, so
Okay.
it would be. It's a little bit more level. You know,
Okay.
it's cool.
I can't
So it's a
believe you
good
haven't done
experience
that
for
yet
both of
then,
us.
but-
I know, but it's because the ground rules is what I'm struggling with.
What are the ground
What are the
rules?
ground rules?
That's my problem. I don't know. It's like who's gonna put what where.
So would you
Like
like
you said that,
Also,
like you have that conversation when you get. I've never done it, but I would think you would have
No,
that
it's-
conversation.
Yes, about
It's, you have to have it before because you need to know
Yeah.
what you're getting into, and I want to be able to look at you in the face after.
Is-
You know,
do you want to? Would you like to have it with a girl and a guy, two
Yeah.
girls? Which one? What combination are you thinking about?
both. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have you ever filmed yourself?
yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
Are you scared about that ever leaking or getting hacked? Do
You
ever
know
think
what?
about that?
If it leaks, you're fucking welcome, world. That's how I feel
That's
about
how I feel
that.
I would
about
love to
my
have your
sex.
confidence.
I can't control that
The
shit.
hackers are on it right now.
Yeah, like I
say
cannot
what?
control that. If it happens, you're fucking welcome.
Don't test me with a good time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are you blushing?
No, it's funny because it's like, you're welcome. That was the last thing I expected.
That's the confidence I want, though.
Yeah.
So what's your
Fucking
favorite?
welcome.
She's like, I know my
favorite
tapes are
thing to
popping.
do while having sex. Like, what's the you have to do it?
I don't know. I like it all.
Mhm.
I like it all. I just like a good switch up too. You know, like I don't want to be doing the same thing
You
over
gotta
and
switch.
over
Yeah,
again.
I agree with that. Sometimes guys know what makes you orgasm and they do that all the time.
Every single time,
Yeah,
right? Because
the
they
same
think that's
exact way.
like what you
'Cause-
want.
yeah.
Yes.
I agree
Yes.
with that because sometimes it's like, okay, we could like move it around a little.
Yes, I've definitely said that. Like this is you know I love this, but you know this is also cool.
Do you squirt?
Yeah. I just realized that recently though.
Oh shit.
I know, isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
How
I
did
just
you-
want to try all the things my body can do, and I found out so many more things.
How did
recently.
you realize that you squirted? Like, so you.
masturbation?
Okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so first. I have not squirted through masturbation.
But it's also because sexual trauma. Like I had a really hard time connecting to my body and really like letting loose and letting go. And like when I finally allowed myself to just like feel and not be so in my head, and also the person that I trust the most is myself.
Right.
So feeling the most comfortable, I was by myself. And that's what really led me to find out. I fucked around to find out.
Have you done it during sex yet or only by yourself?
I've done it during sex.
Okay.
on top or how? Were you on top or were what?
Not on top. No.
No.
No. Different ways, but not on top.
And what about like percentage wise? How many times would you say you orgasm? Every time, or is it like 20%?
Pretty much every time.
Okay.
Pretty much every
So
time.
you know your body.
Yeah, you know your body very well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a very sexual person, so like, I really do like to, like I said, it's been a process to be able to connect back to my body, but I'm a very sexual person. I love sex, so I've definitely experimented with myself and with other people for sure.
Do you kiss a lot during sex?
Yeah, kissing is so important to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Me too.
Yeah.
I want to kiss for a long time.
Oh, no.
Before we
Oh,
start
my
doing
God.
anything
No.
else.
Through the
I
sex.
love
Yeah.
it.
All- like I'm kissing the neck, the arm,
I love
whatever's
kissing during
there is getting licked
Yeah,
on.
I want your throat down. I want
Exactly.
I want your tongue down my throat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your face comes to me. We're making out.
Yeah.
in the middle of
Messy.
sex.
Oh my God.
I love it.
We
You
had
like to
this.
eat ass.
Yeah, it's great.
She said, "I eat
I like
ass."
it all.
She's, I do it all, baby.
Yeah.
I know guys love that.
Everything
but,
but threesomes.
okay, but what about this? What about the first time? Do you ever feel like the first time I hold back a little, like the first time you're with somebody because you don't want to do it all?
I'm extreme.
Okay.
I'm very extreme. If I'm doing it, I'm fucking doing it.
That's what we were. I was
That's what
asking him
we-
earlier today. I was
yeah.
like, "Hey, the first time you have sex, let's talk about a guy. Do
Right.
you give him head the first time?" So we had mixed reviews. So
Yeah.
and I was saying we should bring it up, but I don't know how open she is.
She
but
was
clearly-
like, I don't want to be, I was like, I feel like she'll talk about it.
So yes, the first time you have sex with a guy, you won't give him head.
She'll do it all.
She'll do it all,
I'll do it
whatever.
all. Yeah.
We're already
If
here.
I feel
so
comfortable
guess-
with you, yeah.
Yeah, if you feel safe. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we said. Like, since we're here, we might as well go
Yeah.
there. Like, try everything out.
I don't know if the first
Listen to her
time,
rationalization. Listen
I
to hers.
don't know if the first time I have sex with somebody, I would give head because just in case it doesn't happen again.
But you gave him pussy though. I mean,
Yeah, it's fine. But
Yeah, fine.
I mean, they're like the same thing. They're
I
both going
feel
in your
like
they're
body.
both sacred.
I feel
Yeah.
like the second time I would do it, but maybe the first time, just in case, is like I've never had a one night stand, but in case that
You've never
happened,
had a one-night
I know it's
stand?
so terrible. I've always wanted to do it. It's never happened. There's been times that I've had sex with somebody and I was like, this might never happen again, and then it does.
It did.
Yeah. So that's not technically
a one night stand. I thought I had one, but Angela is being a hater and said I never had one.
Yeah, she had sex with somebody like multiple times.
But
That's
on a cruise, I didn't know them, and then after that, but see, they try to keep coming back. So then maybe
Mhm.
Yeah, I've definitely had that where they try to keep coming back, but
that's not a one night stand. Then,
But I didn't.
then that was a one night stand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. I think that's an amazing experience. Like to go somewhere and meet somebody.
someone Gotta be kinda
be able to
freeing.
have that chemistry, like that strong
Off the
chemistry.
break,
we just
yeah.
gotta do
I've
it.
never
And then
had a one
never
night
had, like, a one-night stand.
where I met somebody and we had sex that time and then we never saw each other again. I've had that moment like where I met somebody and we locked eyes and we
that
had
first time.
a crazy triathlon of sex the first night we met a couple hours later. But then we ended up having a relationship.
Yeah, so that's
for
not a
2
one-night
years.
stand.
Yeah, one night stand. That was your man after that.
Yeah. Now that's my man.
Yeah.
That was
The
definitely my
intention
boyfriend
was
after
there.
that. Yeah.
The intention was
No,
there.
thought
it
she
was
was gonna have
crazy
one.
because we met and we had we stayed at this famous hotel in the city. I can't remember right now, but whatever. We stood at at a luxury hotel and we stood for 3 days just having sex and falling asleep inside of each other and ordering room service. I swear for 3 days.
That's a long time.
And,
Wow.
and I'm like, we finally get to the point where we're leaving each other. And I'm like hugging and I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to see you again. And he's like, no, you're going to see me again. And I'm like, it's okay. If I never see you again, it was worth it. Like we had a great time. But I saw him again the next day and the day after that. And the day after
We
that.
lived together. We had.
Yeah.
Have
we
you ever
like-
had a woman call your phone, like another, or to be like, you and my man?
No, I called after my ex cheated on me. One of my exes, I called their phone.
How'd you have their number?
And wrote a song about it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I messaged them on Twitter.
Mm.
Oh, I remember this hotel, Waldorf Astoria.
Oh.
TBT.
I've never stayed at a Waldorf before.
That's where I always stay.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, is it? Isn't
And when
that fancy?
that's where I stay.
It is.
That's where I stay when I'm in Atlanta and in
Bougie.
Chicago. Those are my favorites, but it's not like crazy.
Where were we just at? Four Seasons?
4 Seasons.
4 seasons.
Okay,
of
That's
Continue.
bougie.
Yeah.
That is bougie.
It is
Isn't that like the
bougie.
bougiest?
Hello. Well, here's the thing. If you travel a lot, it's
Listen,
nice.
because we were at the Four Seasons, and I was like, I don't know if they have a such and such here. She was like, this is the Four Seasons.
They
They'll
have
find it for you.
everything.
I was like, okay.
That's the
Okay, well,
whole point.
continue with your story.
Yeah.
So you called,
Oh, I
you
was like,
DM'd
oh
her.
yeah. So I DM'd her. I got her number.
Mm.
And well, okay, first he told me that he cheated on me.
Oh,
So then I was like, with who? And he was like,
such and such.
no, he didn't even tell me at first. And
Why
I was
didn't
like,
he tell
with
you?
who? Because he had a guilty conscience.
Okay.
Like he
My
whatever.
conscience ain't never been that guilty, but continue.
Right. I'm never telling on myself.
I'm gonna deny like a nigga.
Unless you catch me on camera. Like, what?
And even still, it's shit
Even
is shaky.
still, that wasn't me.
That was
not
it. It was
me.
only the back of my
That's
head.
Photoshop.
I didn't turn around. It was my face.
It's AI now.
That's AI. They planted
now
me in
now
the
that's a good
video.
excuse. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay. So so I asked him like 3 times, and then he finally told me. I found her on Twitter. I DM'd her, and I was like, "Hey," and I didn't even put blame on her too much. She knew,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, she was also, the situation was just fucked up, and I was just like, I know this isn't all on you, but I just want you to know, like, I'm a real person, and that fucking hurt, and you ruined a relationship, 3 years, whatever. And then she was like, can you please like talk to me? And I was like, yeah, I would love to call you. And she was like, okay. So we talked on the phone and she told me all the details.
Damn.
I don't know if I
Did
could
she
stomach
know
that.
he was in a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she
Oh.
knew. She knew.
Why
it was
do you
dirty.
need to know all the details?
Yeah, I couldn't stomach it.
I did.
Why?
Shit.
Because it was my first love. And like, I think if I thought that it was how he was presenting it, I think it would have been much harder for me to leave the situation.
Okay, so you needed to know.
So what
I
was
needed to
what were
know
some
the
of the
extent.
details?
Oh, like what he would say to her was what he said to me a lot when we were
So you
fucking.
know it was true.
I know it was true. Like she obviously didn't know that. And
Right.
like she told me and it was like, wow. And then just the way it happened, like they had a threesome. I got cheated on in a threesome, you guys.
Well, I
It
don't
was
think that's that
bad.
bad. Threesome, at least it's something
It was
different.
bad because for me, okay, and I'll open this up to everybody, but for me, it's like if my person's gonna cheat on me with a one night stand when they're drunk, or if my person's gonna cheat on me and have an affair with someone that they're in love with, I'd much rather have them have an affair than cheat on me when they're drunk for one night, because you're throwing away years of a relationship for one stupid fucking mistake.
So you would say the opposite.
I would say
If you have an
opposite.
affair, I'm like, okay, at least you were in love. Like, obviously it would fucking
I don't
hurt.
No.
Obviously it would hurt, but I'm
I
like,
would
there was a
die.
fucking reason.
No,
I
you
would
have feelings for her.
die.
You love her. You confide in her. I can't
you
take
buying
that.
her gifts, you loving on her, and you
It's the buying her gifts
oh,
first
I'm gonna
that got
die. I like just for being a boyfriend. No,
I think a
That's
one
good.
night stand or like something that doesn't mean anything
It's better.
because
That's so much
sometimes
easier to
guys
deal
think
with.
that like I love you, but this didn't mean anything. But it's way worse if it's like I love both of you.
But isn't it like, it's like
Imagine
a
a guy
respect
tells you I
thing,
love
though.
both of you.
For
you
me,
ima-
it's like
How could you love
even
someone
more
else besides me?
disrespectful.
That's how she feels. Oh, sorry. Say the last.
I was just saying it feels even more disrespectful to me if you're doing it just for
to
funsies.
a random.
But you're still number one in the other in that situation.
Nope, they're number one.
No,
They're
so,
number one.
So you heard all the details about his cheating situation. Okay.
Yeah, and then she told him that we had a conversation, and then he called me and got mad at me.
The nerve.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
But you know, guys like to turn it around.
How you
Oh,
get
yeah.
mad at you?
Men
He was
are
just like,
awful.
I can't believe you fucking called
them
her.
like that.
I can't believe you
Da-da-da-da,
fucked
How
her.
could you do that? And I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Looks like you plan to keep
I don't
fucking
give
with
a
her.
fuck.
So you really broke up after that because sometimes it takes a little while.
Yeah, we broke. So also what's fucked up is I had just, me and my parents, so he was in another country and did this. And me and my parents had just moved us in to our own apartment.
Oh no.
2 days before. We signed the lease 2 days before he told me.
You lie.
So I was like, this is so fucked up. So we had to talk about the apartment after and then also I didn't feel closure at all because we broke up over FaceTime. Like he was in another country for
Where
a
was
while.
he in London?
Yeah. How'd you know that?
I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
Did you just guess or you knew
No,
that?
no, I know. Okay.
Whoa, that was crazy. That was curveball.
He's my cousin. No, I'm kidding.
That would be crazy. Yeah, so I was just like, it was hard for me to let go, obviously.
Yeah.
I went
Because
through
I
a really
break
rough
up and you do some
time.
shit, I need you to be here. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need you in London.
Well, that's the
doing
person that
Lord
you
knows
rely
what.
on too.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that was my best friend. I was with him for 3 years.
That's a
So
long
it's like
time, yeah.
really, really traumatizing and
Yeah.
like really sad. And that was also like his brothers and everyone, that was like my family. Like we all lived together. So
Oh
it felt
my
like everything,
God.
it felt like our whole family was breaking up, you
'Cause of
know?
his ass.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so it was a lot to let go of. But when he came back to LA and I was just like, you're a pussy.
Mhm.
Like you can't even come and see me for me to have a conversation with you. Like
Right.
that's disgusting. And I kind of went off and said some shit I probably shouldn't have said, but like you did some shit that you shouldn't have done.
You went
So,
off at the mouth. I love it.
yeah, I was just
Some
I
of
was
those
not
things
okay.
you can't take back. The problem is that now you feel like you were in the wrong. Like, damn, I said some fucked up shit. Like,
Yeah. And I feel guilty really easily.
yeah.
Like I'm the person that could be innocent and be interrogated and like I would end up in jail. Because I'll just admit some shit I didn't even do because
Like,
I feel so
okay,
guilty because
I murdered him.
Yeah,
Leave me
exactly.
alone.
I'm like, damn, maybe I led this, and then that's why this
My fault.
happened, and
Right.
now I'm an accomplice.
Well, let me ask you this. How does your relationships affect work? Like, have you ever been with somebody or been so in that like you've neglected things that you had to do, or does it fuel what you have going on?
I think it fuels what I have going on. I think either way, whatever I don't want to call it a distraction because it's just life. Like you got to live life because life informs art. And so whatever I'm living on the outside, I'm going to do the same amount. Like if I'm going out and partying with my friends or doing whatever, that's the same amount that I'm going to do where I'm partying with my friends and hanging out with the person I'm with. So I don't neglect nothing. Work is always really important. And I make sure I'm always with people that are really driven. So, and have like really intense, beautiful goals. And so I think we both are kind of have the understanding always that work is a really important part of our lives, especially if we want to get to where we're going to go together.
Oh, well, listen, we're really excited for Grudges. We just, we've heard a few of the songs, but I know it's about to come out. Are you going on tour?
Yeah. September, October.
November.
I don't know, I look at Christine for these things. September.
It
changes all the time, you know?
I see why people love you so much, though. Like,
you.
this is a really great, fun conversation.
Very
Thank
open.
you.
Yeah, very open.
And crazy, you crazy,
guys.
girl. We love
I know,
it.
I'm medicated.
Same.
Yes.
I could tell when she don't take her medication, too.
She'd be like, Jazz, did you take your medicine? I'm like, oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's like, I need a banana so I can take
They
that.
take it with food, so.
Yes. No, you have to. You have to. But like, listen, I'd rather be alive and have to take medication and be nauseous without eating a banana than
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
anything else.
It had to wait for it to kick in, too. I tell her it hasn't kicked in yet.
Yeah. You got to wait those like 45 minutes.
How did you know that you were bipolar did you know before you were diagnosed?
So bipolar schizophrenia runs in my family. And I was told I experienced the first depressive episode that I can remember. I was 12. And I've always dealt with anxiety and depression. And so I thought that's just what I had. And, I've always been like hyper, bouncing off the walls. And then sometimes I would just like become some person that just like wasn't me, almost like really quiet and just like not acting like myself. And so that was kind of happening my whole life. And then I was told by two people before I got diagnosed by my current therapist that I was bipolar, and I didn't believe them. One of them was Jennifer Lewis, who also is bipolar.
Yes.
She's fucking amazing, incredible. She did an outro on Heavy, one of my songs about mental health and depression. And she invited me to her home, and we were talking, and I was just crying, telling her about all the shit that was going on. And she was like, bitch, you're bipolar. And I was like, no, I'm not. And she was like, yes, you are. I'm sorry, but you are.
I recognize it.
Yeah. She gave me some homework and she was like, come to me when you're ready. I wasn't ready. I didn't come back to her. I was so scared. And then a couple months later, maybe, I was going to this therapist and I couldn't fully trust her. Like I wasn't really connected to her in that way. And she brought it up and mentioned that I was bipolar. And I was like, no, I'm not. I never went to her again after that. Because it's just scary, you know? It's scary. Yeah. And then my therapist now, I really, really trust her. I love her. I think it's also important to have a therapist that looks like you. And so there's a different kind of connection there. And she's so dope. Like, she'll be like, I'll tell her something. She's like, okay, let me ask you a question. I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you want Dr. or do you want Monica? And I'm like, she is my bitch. Like, that is my friend. So I really trust her. And she mentioned it to me in like a really caring way. She was like, how would you feel if I told you that you're bipolar? And we had that conversation. And because I trusted her and she kind of eased me into it that way, I was like, okay, maybe there's something there. But also, like,
that's the proper way to give it to somebody.
Yeah,
Like,
just like easing someone in,
out, you know?
Yeah, and I really felt like finally, like there's somewhere to go from here. I don't have to live like this for the rest of my life. You know, I can really. There's a path for me to feel.
You can
better.
take control of it.
I don't have to just survive now.
Right.
Survive myself. I can like actually live and enjoy my life.
That's great. Well, I'm happy to hear that. And the new album, Grudges, comes out June 16th. Only one feature on this album, too, and that's the song LMA, right?
No, there's multiple.
Oh, there's more? Because what we have here only has one.
Yeah, there's more.
Oh, is that secretive or we don't have that?
It's a secret? Or can I say? Okay. Christine gave me the go-ahead.
Okay.
So we have Bryson Tiller.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Ella, Khalid. And I have
those are nice. You always get the heavy hitters though.
You do.
You're a heavy hitter yourself, but yes.
Thank you. I mean, I I really am so honored that I have people that fuck with me, that are really successful and really talented, you know, like they know what the fuck they're doing. And I am so grateful that they're so genuine, you know, like they really back me. And I can't even tell you how many times I've had conversations with them about like the industry and how to get through shit. And they're just so fucking supportive. So I'm honored that these people want to work with me.
Well, I'm sure they love working with you.
Right. Thank you.
As well. You know, it's a two-way street here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And you're not going to be a stranger.
No.
Come back.
Forward. Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
We touched on a lot of different things, and I think it was a really important conversation.
Yeah.
So besides being super talented as a writer, as a singer, as an actress, any more acting roles coming up too?
Not coming up, but I'm definitely going to do it. I'm going to explore that this next year for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything you didn't tell us that we should know about too? Because I want to make sure we get it all.
I mean, I think I said it, but I'm going to say it again. I am number one. I am number one. I am that bitch.
Number 1, number 2, and number 3, baby.
I am that bitch. Next time she comes, we all should do like shrooms.
I have some.
Yes.
Yeah. I got us.
I think I'm in.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's
I'll try it.
Oh,
Fuck
Angela
yes.
definitely got the plug.
Oh, she. That's what I was. Yeah.
I mean,
I won't say. I know how, but I won't say.
Yeah,
it,
we
but
all-
she got it.
I'm hitting you every
try
time I'm in New York.
no, 1,000%. I got you, and you can
For sure.
trust
Yeah.
because it's
For sure.
family.
Yes, exactly.
Literally?
Yeah, literally,
Literally,
Yes,
not
like
just figuratively. Literally.
literally.
Amazing.
No, and it's a good plug. It's
Yeah.
it's the good
He's
stuff.
official.
Yeah, he's official. He's official.
My brother.
Stamp,
My brother.
okay.
Okay.
I didn't want to say it. She said it.
All right. Well, Kiana Ledé, thank you so much. Amazing.
Thank you
lip
for having
service.
me. Thank you.